Don't laugh. 2 days of Zooming conference, hours after hours. Man, body hurt. So, walking and flexing it and shaking it out. Yeah. Nothing is easy, you know. Sometimes the grass is greener. And look, they even send a helicopter to spy on me. See it up there? Where is he? Man, oh, it's stalled up there. See, I can't go nowhere. Man can't even go exercise body a little bit. Or as Guyanese would say, exercise backside. You know? But anyways, it reminded me, you know, when I was young, I was 16, my first job. You know, many people, you know, you look at other people or what they do and you say, man, you're lucky. But you know, you're lucky to have that job, sitting in an office or driving around in a car delivering stuff or cutting cane or whatever, you know. I mean, all of us have this internal thing that we're meant to do. And regardless of what it is, we enjoy doing it. But the bottom line is, it's not easy. You know, every job is taxing, physically or mentally. And you choose which one you can put up with. And that's the one you spend your life and all your time getting into and perfecting it, you know? So, you know, we came to the country. There were very few colored people here. And in high school, as soon as I turned 16, my dad got me a job at the company where he was working as a welder. He was a crew chief for assembling motors and, you know, doing other kind of stuff. But I was thrown in the floor as a grease monkey. Man, my cousin and I, everything was heavy because it's all iron, metal. There was nothing that you picked up that was light, and everything was greasy. And I hate getting my clothes and my hands all greased up, and I used to wear gloves, and them guys used to laugh at me and stuff. But I remember one day, you know, we just came to Canada. Nobody knows anything. You know, most immigrants that come, you find a factory because manufacturing was the thing here then. And you get a job and you work and you make a life. So my friend Beam, one of the workers there, says, hey, Ballo, come over here. Hold these two pieces together. Let me put a seam in the middle. And it was arc welding. So I was holding it. And while I was holding it, I was looking up front, and from the front office, there's a stairs that lead down to the back, and right up against the front office was the engineering, the electrical department. And I saw this girl come down, nice white top, nice comb, blonde hair, makeup and everything, and went to the engineering. She's a front office worker. And a couple of minutes later, this guy come out, tie, white shirt, sleeves fold up, nice and neat haircut and all that. And I just look around the plant, and it was all immigrants, colored people, people from Ghana, Jamaica, Guyana, you know, Trinidad, and China, and maybe 2 white guys. India, Pakistan, and Beam said, hold the thing together, bhai. Don't look at them, gal, and not pay attention. And I said, listen, buddy, you see them do that? When I grow up, I'm gonna work in the front office. I'm gonna wear clean clothes. I'm gonna have my hair styled nice. You know, I'm gonna hold a pen in my hand rather than an arc welder. And you say, oh yeah, good luck with that, buddy. And he's welding the thing and he said, hold it good. And just for spite, he brought the arc all the way up to my hand, burned my hand. You know, and he goes, that's what you get for wearing gloves and watching them gal from the front office. I said, listen, I ain't just watching the girls from the front office. I'm thinking, you know, like you guys are older already. I got a long way to get there and I can't handle this shit. This is, I get tired, my feet hurt. I could never wear a steel toe boot. The front always hurt my feet. And I say, you know what? I'm gonna continue school because that's the only avenue for me to get out of a grease monkey type of job like this. And I worked there 2 summers. Then I worked in a bakery assembly line with the big oven, with the conveyor belt facing us, hot like hell in there, supplying the line with dough. They were making cream horn, apple strudels, turnovers, and we just got to continue doing that. Come home, wake up in the morning, could hardly stand on my feet. My feet used to bite like that. And I said, you know what? I went on to college. I went on to a better education. And I had my mindset, although with all the distractions and friends and partying and drugs and all that shit, I knew that I'm going to graduate on time and I'm going to get a job. And that was my ticket out of the bottom. And around that time, everybody my age, they end up finishing high school and going to work. You know, and a lot of these guys I meet now, they do heavy labor work. I mean, they don't complain, you make a living, but I guess they never thought about it, or maybe their family needed their help for them to go to work. But, you know, I don't know if it's luck or what. And I'm saying this because what I do today took decades for me to get here. And when you work hard and you work smart and you are successful in what you do, you reap rewards. You know, I mean, you do things that other people look at you and think that, you know, you got it easy. Life is easy. But you know what? To get here, you have to work hard too. And with all the kids graduating from school, how you doing, boss? You know, stick with it. You know, you will not regret it as you get older. You know, as you get older, your body deteriorates and you can only work so hard. You know, if your job is not as physically and labor intensive, you could probably do it for a longer period of time. So continue doing what you're doing, and parents, please support them. Find a way, because my parents let me do what I wanted to do so that I could be a little better off than them. And I did for my kids what I was able to do, that they would be a little bit better off than me, you know. And that's the plan. The plan is, and I used to say this when I used to do seminars and speak to people about finances, is that most of us, we plan for Saturday night, you know, whereas people who become rich and who become financially independent plan for generations. You know, so if I can't get there and I can't do it, I'll make darn sure that my kids get there. So Parents, make sure your kids get there. One last thing is, when I used to be the chair of the parent council in elementary school, and when the kids graduate from grade 8, I used to give a little speech. And one thing I used to say, and I still do say this, and I believe this wholeheartedly, is I used to say, this is for the parents, all you parents. I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at your children here. And nobody could tell me that this boy over here would go on to discover the cure for cancer, or this girl over here for diabetes, or this one over here, high cholesterol. I'd probably be sitting on my rocking chair with my half-gallon jug of bush rum and reading about one of these kids doing something that will alleviate the world, humans, from massive sufferings. If you know anybody who went through cancer, dialysis and stuff like that, you would know what I'm talking about. If you don't, pray that you don't, because it's not a pretty sight and a good life. So I said, the only people that will prevent these children from doing what they're born to do, what their calling is, and none of us know that, would be a parent. We will stand in their way. We will say, you have to go to work to help out at home. You have to go be a lawyer or a doctor, you know. Whereas they might want to be a biologist, an actor, or whatever. That's their calling. We have to support their calling, not our calling. And as Indian people, through movies and Bollywood and our Indian culture, we live our life through our children by forcing them to do things that we fail to do, or things that we wanted to do but were never able to do it. For them to live their life for us, not for themselves. Their life belongs to them and society. So my backside hurting. Actually, it stopped now because I'm tired. You know, I worked darn hard to get there. And when I was out in snowstorms, minus 35 degrees, till 12, 1 o'clock at night, 16, 18 hours, other people were sitting in front of their TV, drinking beer, watching hockey. You know, you put it out there, and that's what I believe in, is activity. Whatever you do, you think about. First, it's a thought. You think about it, you know, and then you talk about it. And that will eventually lead you to doing it. And as soon as you start putting out the activities, doesn't matter what it is, but whatever, you know, that involve the things that you want to accomplish, keep going at it, and then slowly, the sea will part and things will start to happen. But if it's business, don't ever forget what's important, why you're doing all this. It's for your family, your loved ones. Most of us, our wives, our children, our parents, to make their life a little bit better. But their lives are not going to be better with you giving them money. It's giving them money and giving them your time, your free time. So make sure you balance that from the demands of being in business. Good, man. You know, so that's one thing I learned. And I'm not rich. My partner and I, Chris, we got into this business together. he took it to a different level while I backed off a little bit. And I was married, I had 3 kids. I raised them, spent time with them, make them breakfast, take them to school, be there for them, school trips and all that, while he was flying around the country building the business. And about 8 years ago, I called him up and took him out for dinner. And he looked at me and he says, "Ballo, I envy your life." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You have a wife, family, a home, place to go, kids to jump on your back, laughter, you know." And I said, "I envy yours." And he goes, "What do you mean? I'm not even married." I say, "Yeah, but you got the $35 million in the bank." And he was laughing. And then both of us said together, "The two shall not meet." You can't have it all like that. But you can have most of it. So always be aware of that. If you want a family life, you got to sacrifice something on the other side. If you want the money life, you got to sacrifice the family. So, hang in there. Congratulations to all the kids that graduated and all the parents that helped them out. Unfortunately, a lot of the parents are not well educated. They weren't born in this country, so they couldn't afford to provide a lot of help for homework and all that. But the help the other way is to keep the house calm, smile at your kids, give them a hug, show them you love them, and encourage them. Same with me. My parents never went to school. When I graduated, my parents were there. My friends clapped. When I got awards, when I was doing plays, they have no clue. Parent-teacher night, I'm just there. Teacher would put my work on the hallway. Nobody that I know was there to be proud of me. But you know what? I wanted something different. So just imagine if my parents supported me a little bit more, if they knew better. It's not that they didn't want to. You come to the country, you got a job, came with $8. You got to make rent, you got to buy groceries, clothes, food. So I understand those things. But support the kids what they want to do. And you know what, boys and girls, you will have a fantastic life. If you stick with what you're doing, don't get distracted, pay attention. It's only a couple of years in a long, long life. So, congratulations, everyone, children and parents. I would feel so proud when I see people like me, people from our country, from our background, do incredible things. Look on Facebook, we get one guy and he's do something and everybody posts them, and that feeling of, sometimes it's like, I'm a piece of that because I'm Guyanese, you take a little bit of ownership, a little bit pride. So, let's make each other proud. All right?